Joining me today is Karla Lewis of Brooklyn Hempology. Karla, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
Well, I want to just jump right in it. Can you tell our audience what your first experience with cannabis was?
Oh boy, with the CBD or cannabis, that's two different things.
Sure. Let's whichever one you have a more special connection to.
Yeah. So I have tried, when CBD first hit the market and there was this, very little regulation around it and it had THC, I didn't like the way it made me feel. So with my partner, Dr. Noah Wills, what we started talking about was we need a product, and he is OBGYN trained doctor and surgeon, and now he specializes in addiction medicine, and he's one of the only doctors in the state of Georgia who can treat pregnant women for addiction. And what he was finding was his patients were coming in and they were testing positive for drugs, and they were saying to him, we're staying on the regimen. The only thing we've been using is CBD. And what he explained to them was that not all CBD products are equal, and that the stuff that you buy over the counter in a drugstore, a gas station, grocery store, they're not regulated. So you never know how much THC is in the product. And THC is what gets you high, but it's not what necessarily helps with the pain and anxiety. Like, you don't need that. So we got on a mission to create a superior product that helps the patients with their anxiety and stress and pain without the THC, without people having to worry about testing positive for drugs on drug tests, no matter where they worked, whether they were, struggling with addiction or just worked in an industry that they get random testing. With our products, you never had to worry about that. And that was really important to us.
So where do you find the extract for your products? And I'm assuming it must come with test results, right?
Absolutely. If you go on our website, all of our products, our lab results are listed. And people really appreciate that, because they say that when they've tried other products and go to the website, no one has ever listed lab results. And any product you click on our website, all the lab results are right there.
Transparency is really key, especially in this industry. There's a lot of snake oil out there, like you mentioned.
Yes.
It could hurt you. If you are going to source a CBD product, make sure that the source has test results, because otherwise there may not even be CBD in there.
Absolutely. Like I found, Amazon has been reaching out to us to put our product out there. And the amount of CBD and hemp that they're saying is listed, it's not even possible. They're promoting these products that say get 1,000 milligrams, all the stuff that it's not even possible. And if it is, it's not safe. So you really, to your point, because it's not, and we're really fighting for different regulation around CBD and hemp. And I think we're moving in that direction where legitimate companies, we will be categorized more in the vitamin supplement, and won't have to worry about all the restrictions. It'll be totally different from cannabis and things like that. So we're looking forward to that day, and I think it's coming soon. Unfortunately, back 60 years ago, they kind of clumped hemp and CBD and cannabis all in one category, and they're three different products.
Right.
And do, different things.
Right. And so what really inspired you? What was like, I've got to launch this product line. I've got to, build this website. I've got to get something out there to the people. What really inspired? What was the straw that broke the camel's back before you were like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to knock it out of the park?
COVID-19. Okay. It really was. Between having friends and family and just strangers, on social media, and what they were dealing with, the stress of isolation, of dealing with illnesses, dealing with people dying, dealing with losing their jobs, and seeing the anxiety and the stress that people were sharing online. And so I could imagine the people that weren't sharing. And I was like, it's time for us to do this. Like, enough already. I want to have this product that's safe and that we know works because of the testing. If we can do a little bit and let people know that this product is there, that can help their stress and anxiety. And I have a dog, and I could see her stress level changing because her routine has now changed. Dog walkers weren't around anymore. I was in the house every day versus going to work. So I definitely did a dog treat as well. I said, it's time to do it. This is the time.
And so what is it like launching a brand during the pandemic?
It's interesting. I thought, e-commerce was definitely the way to go. I said everyone's in their homes, whether they're working from home or unemployed or, the offices aren't open. So I thought that this was the best time to get the word out, to get people, because everyone, online and the engagement has really risen during COVID because people are stuck at home.
Absolutely.
So I figured this would be the best time to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so have you had a mentor during this time?
No, I have some really good friends in different industries that I've talked to about my mission, and they all kind of co-signed and said absolutely. They saw the reasoning behind Dr. Noah and I creating the product and launching it at this time. I have friends in PR and marketing that have been guiding me. I've taken a lot of online courses, but pretty much doing it myself and feeling my way through this process.
Props to you, like a true entrepreneur,
I guess, yeah.
Figure it out. You brought up a mission. Can you tell us a little bit about Brooklyn Hempology's core values? What is the statement?
I mean, basically our mission is to create and give our customers the highest quality non-THC product we can. That in the results, our testimonials that are on our website are real. Because Dr. Noah is a practicing doctor, and in the pain medicine area, everything has to check a box and be legit. So our testimonials, we have doctors trying our products that have raved about our balm, that they've had back pain from skiing accidents or, bike accidents, and they put on our balm and it works, or people who've been dealing with stress or anxiety and they try our gummies or our oil. It's just been, the response has been amazing, and that's what we want. We wanted a superior product that it was good for everyone. It's not targeting towards women, it's not targeting towards men, it's targeting towards anyone and everyone, because it cannot hurt you.
And I think one of the key things that this industry, needs and has done their best to handle is education. Getting education out there, changing people's perception. What are your thoughts on I'll say cannabis industry, but also CBD, hemp industry? How can we do better?
You know what? That's a great question. And a lot of it is tied around our regulation. And like I said, back when cannabis and hemp was being introduced, unfortunately, they just lumped it all together. So people don't know, I don't know if you know this, but I can't advertise on Instagram and Facebook because they have lumped us all together with cannabis. They think it's like advertising, hey, you want to smoke a joint? Go to Brooklyn Hempology, even though we're totally different and it's just CBD and it has no THC, because it's still lumped together. So regulation and education is the key. And we have some really strong advocates out there dealing with the politicians, trying to get these regulations changed and the education out there to let people know. Now we have on our website all the FAQs there to let, we try to educate as much as we can, but we're only one small business, but it's really gonna have to come from the federal level. And we do have big advocates out there trying to fight that. And like I said, I think things are gonna change soon, but unfortunately right now, people don't know enough. It's just like what I said at the beginning, that people can go to a grocery store and buy all this stuff over the counter and they really don't know what they're getting. Right. And that's what's scary and dangerous.
Right. And I was just speaking to someone about how they're cultivators, and in order for their product to make it to market, they have to score below X amount, in pesticides and all these other areas. But if you look at a tomato can surpass pesticide regulations that we have for the cannabis industry. And so there's certainly a double standard there going on between,
Totally. And we eat that. We consume that in our body.
Absolutely. I mean, you go to a grocery store, it's full of fruits and vegetables. How many pesticides are on that? How unhealthy is that?
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, please go on.
No, I was just going to say that's why it was really important for Dr. Noah, that we actually put our lab results on our website. Like, you don't have to ask for it or send away. You can click on it. We have we have a separate tab that says lab results, and you can click on any product and it's all there.
Excellent. I love the transparency. Where can people go to find your website?
www.brooklynhempology.com.
Excellent. And I just want to ask, one last question. If you could look back on your whole journey, your whole CBD hemp cannabis journey, from the time you first crossed paths with it up until right now going to the beach, what has been your favorite experience?
You know what? Truly, the best experience has been giving the product when we first got our test product and giving it to our friends and asking them for true feedback on it, and them telling us that it really worked, that we had done it. Because it took us a long time to find the right manufacturer to give. It was very important for Noah as a doctor to put his reputation, and because he does deal with opioid addiction and addiction medicine, that the product be perfect and no THC and actually work for anxiety and stress. And we gave it to what we call our test market, which were friends and families, but that included doctors and people dealing with stress and anxiety and different injuries. And they actually told us it worked. It was like, oh my God, we did it. We have something that's great here. And we're proud of it. Whether it, reaches the masses or not, we know that we produced a superior product of what we sought out to do. And that when people find it, they're gonna love it and stick with it. And we're hoping that, people, word of mouth is out there and Instagram, because like I said, until regulation changes, we're not able to advertise it because it's kind of all clumped together with cannabis. So we're hoping that eventually people will find us and they'll see for themselves the difference in our product.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. I really enjoyed getting, an insight on your company and your mission. I think that, your direction towards helping those, especially during this pandemic with mental health, I know that is on the rise.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon, and thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a great day and stay safe.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.